It's a very nice evening here in central Illinois. Still enjoying a lot of sunshine. Temperatures, though, are now starting to drop off a little bit. We're down to 62 in Jacksonville. Springfield, we're checking in at 59. It's 57 degrees in Decatur, and in Taylorville, and 55 in Champaign and also in Paris. We saw a little bit of fog early this morning in our far eastern counties. That fog quickly burned off for you in those locations, but looking back out to the west, we do see some clouds already moving into portions of Missouri and Iowa. This is the calm before the storm starts to really get going, and that storm system is heading in our way by tomorrow evening. High pressure, though, today. This is the reason why we've been cloud-free and enjoying this beautiful weather as the high is continuing to slip away. We've got more of a south to southwesterly flow kicking in, and that's bringing back in a little more moisture also, which helped to warm us up during the daytime today. Here is our weather maker for tomorrow evening. Big deep trough carving itself out across the southern Rockies. We have some fairly heavy mountain snows continuing from portions of Wyoming into Colorado and back into Utah. This low is going to eject into the central plains, continue to deepen rapidly, which will bring a cold front in our direction by late tomorrow evening. So by tomorrow morning, we're going to start the day with a mix of sun and clouds. It'll be a quiet start. The wind, though, is going to start to pick up as the high is just off to our southeast, deepening area of low pressure back out to the northeast. That really tightens up that pressure gradient. But we're dry throughout the lunch hour, so no problems at all. We're even dry for the commute home from work. Now, the time frames that we're going to be watching closely from about 5 to 6 o'clock through 11 o'clock. As this line does progress its way in here, notice it is going to sweep through very rapidly and is gone by around 11 o'clock. But the problem is, as the low goes by, we're still going to have to deal with gradient wind gusts. Now, after the thunderstorm wind gusts go through, the pressure gradient is going to remain very, very tight. We could be talking about wind gusts behind this line of storms of 45 to 50 miles per hour. Again, the enhanced risk for severe weather encompasses parts of central Illinois. I really think the main threats for most of us will be damaging winds. A few tornadoes can't be ruled out. The greatest risk for tornadoes, I really think, again, Petersburg, Springfield, Carlinville line to the north and to the west. I think the greatest threat of all, though, will be across southern Iowa and back into northern Missouri. So again, our storm matrix confidence is getting higher. Impacts will be fairly high, especially with the wind behind the system as well. Less than a half an inch of rain. This is going to be a quick moving line. Wind gusts of 60 to 65 are possible as that line rolls through. Not a big hail threat, as we're not going to see that much of a hail problem out of this. And a few tornadoes could be possible. And again, wind damage and the highest threat for tornadoes to the west of I-55. Timing looks like this. 7 to 8 o'clock, Springfield, Jacksonville, Carlinville, places like Lincoln, Bloomington, Decatur, Taylorville, Shelbyville, and Vandalia between about 8 to 9 o'clock. And then a little farther to the east, places like Sullivan, Monticello, Champaign, Gibson City, Mattoon, Effingham, 9 to 10. And then shifting to the east and out of here right by around 11 o'clock. Again, the time frame still up in the air just a little bit. We'll be watching that closely. Very windy conditions, though, on the backside of this. Notice our pressure gradient very, very tight. We will start to see the clouds clearing out, though, by Thursday afternoon. If you want to follow all of this, I'll have the latest posts going up here in a few seconds on my Facebook and on my Twitter page. So if you miss any of the forecasts tonight, you can catch them there. Also, download our free weather app. It's a great tool to have, and you can check out our website at WANDTV.com/weather. We have a great interactive radar there. Notice the wind gust speeds by tomorrow afternoon. These are pre-thunderstorm wind gusts of 35 up to 40. The line goes through, and with that tight pressure gradient, notice out the door on Thursday morning, very, very windy. We could see some wind gusts in several locations of 40, 45, maybe up to around 50 miles per hour, and those are gradient wind gusts. And because of that, a wind advisory in effect from tomorrow evening through Thursday evening for Ford and Iroquois counties. And again, we're not expecting much in the way of precipitation as this line rolls through, less than a half an inch area wide. We'll start clear. A few clouds build in after midnight. We're down to 42 for the overnight low. During the daytime tomorrow, a lot of sunshine, but notice that wind really picking up and the clouds roll in by late in the afternoon. Storms roll through late evening into about 10, 11 o'clock. We'll be dry, but it's going to be windy and cooler. Mid-50s on Thursday, back near 50 on Friday.